Welcome to the Political Vigilante. I'm Graham Elwood. And I want to talk about an article in The Intercept by Glenn Greenwald, written on March 30th. Why has trust in the media collapsed? Look at the actions of Wall Street Journal, Yahoo, Business Insider, and Slate. And this is another fantastic example. It's why I love reading Mr. Greenwald and stuff at The Intercept and Truthdig, because they are reporting on the bullshit of the corporate media. So this article goes into, so there's this big, all these organizations made a big thing about, I don't know if you follow much about Edward Snowden, but there's this missing 11 days when he first got to Hong Kong, that he didn't check into the Mira Hotel on May 22nd, as he claimed, but only did so on June 1st, 11 days later. And all these organizations are like, who was he meeting with? Russia, the Chinese, we can't trust him. So these documents have been obtained that show that he arrived at the Mira Hotel exactly when he said he did, right? And all of these organizations claim that anonymous U.S. investigators were unable to find hotel or credit card records for Snowden during these letters. Exactly. They have the records. This is a thing I'm reading, as I've said before. I'm still reading. I take forever to read books, but I'm reading Chris Hedges' Death of the Liberal Class. And one of the things that Hedges talks about and Noam Chomsky talk about, be leery of anonymous source or unnamed source. Be very leery of that, because that could be anything. That could be anybody. That could be bullshit. That could be, just say it's an anonymous source. They can't, who can prove that? Who can prove anything? Tell me who the source was. Oh, I can't give up my sources, journalistic integrity. Okay, but I'm just very leery of that. And this is the thing, and they have concrete evidence that Snowden did check in when he said he did, and this is what they do. And they reported this in numerous outlets, uncritically aired this false claim, including the Wall Street Journal, Yahoo News, Business Insider, Slate, Interpreter Magazine, and Folha de Sao Paulo, which is Brazil's biggest newspaper. Wall Street Journal, which was paid $600 million by the CIA, so there's no way they're doing any propaganda stuff. When the CIA spends $600 million, why is the Central Intelligence Agency giving a newspaper $600 million? I'm sure they just bought a bunch of subscriptions for all their, all their spies. They just like reading the Wall Street Journal. Oh no, it was the Washington Post got $600 million. My fault, that was incorrect. The Washington Post got $600 million from the CIA. Another organization to trust. But the Wall Street Journal said this, so my apologies. This op-ed writer for the Wall Street Journal, Edward J. Epstein, released a book in February featuring this fraud as a linchpin in his innuendo that Snowden was a Russian spy. Oh, how convenient. He's a Russian spy. So what happened was they released this, and then they know the information, the actual information was released, and then they still keep playing it. They know this is a factually false story. They just keep saying the same thing over and over again. And then they reprinted the story on Yahoo right here. Fact check 5 key parts of Oliver Stone's Snowden biopic that don't match reality. And it's like, they're saying it in this article, and it's, you got to look at the link below, because they got all of the links and the tweets from the actual bullshit articles. And it's like, this is why, how can anybody believe the mainstream media? How can you believe anything that they say when they do this? And they do this shit reportedly over and over and over again. Noam Chomsky said, he goes, being critical of Fox News is too easy because it's just such clear right-wing propaganda. Because look at everybody else. Look at CNN and MSNBC and the Wall Street Journal and all these other organizations. They just blatantly do it. And what's even worse is and there's tweets here by Glenn Greenwald about how he's calling these editors out and they won't even retract the story. None of them have corrected it 48 hours later. It's unbelievable. They keep saying this. How can you trust anybody? It's and that's why they did in a Gallup poll in September of 2016 that Americans' trust in the media sinks to a new low. And it's even lower since then, since the election. And they won't change. They're like the Democratic Party. The Republicans don't think they have to change now because they won the White House, even though Trump blew up the Republican Party in the primaries, but they won, so they're going to keep doing their nonsense. They're not learning anything. Like it's like Donna Brazile calling for Russia. She won't admit she cheated. It's like if somebody I posted this on Twitter. It's like if somebody had a sex tape of Donna Brazile cheating, or any of the corporate Democrats or the media cheating on their significant other, instead of going, oh my God, you caught me, I was cheating, I shouldn't have had the affair, it was a bad thing, I've hurt people. Oh, who put that video there? Was it Russia? If somebody put the video there for, nefarious reasons, it still doesn't take away the fact of what you did. And admit they're wrong. And the mainstream media is the same thing. They don't care. They just keep posting the same thing over and over. There is an update. Slate has actually corrected its article. Business Insider has corrected its article, but these other ones haven't yet. How are we supposed to believe them? Here's my promise to you guys. I have a bias and an agenda in that I'm a liberal progressive and I want the world to be a better place. So that's where I'm coming to you. That's when you watch this. This is a progressive show. I believe in healthcare for everybody, in education for everybody. I believe in helping the poor. I believe in sharing the wealth. So that's where I'm coming from. That's my agenda. But I'm not going to bullshit you. I might get something wrong, and I'll admit it if I get something wrong. These assholes won't even admit it. Because as you see in my little rent-controlled apartment, there's no giant corporate machine telling me what to say. You guys support this. And thank you for supporting independent media. And if you want me to keep doing this, go to the Patreon below. And those of you that keep supporting, you see their names in the credits. Look at their names in the credits. It's an awesome thing that we're helping to create here. And I'm so glad I get to be a part of it because I'm learning so much about this. Because I don't know, here's the thing why I love doing this show. I have found out about The Intercept and people like Lee Fang and Glenn Greenwald and the Young Turks. And I'm learning about these people. And I might have read one of these stories in Yahoo and gone, oh man, Snowden lied, there's a missing 11 days. And I would have just buzzed through one of these articles and I would think I was informed. And they're calling it on bullshit. This is real investigative journalism that they're doing on The Intercept. And I just want to spread the word and I want to put my opinion on this, why this is bullshit. And we got to stay involved and stay vigilant. And I appreciate everything all you guys are doing just by watching this, just by liking, subscribing. You patron backers, thank you so much. So I'll keep doing this as long as you guys want me to.